an uncomfortable position. Good morning from Warwick, England. Today we're visiting a medieval castle that is at least 900 years old. Wow, it is so cool once you get inside the castle. There's like a patio here inside. The history of this castle here goes back to the days when the Anglo-Saxons were fighting the Vikings. Anglo-Saxons, not even English yet. As the Vikings were constantly coming here, they started pushing the Anglo-Saxons towards the west. And this place was one of the centers of resistance where things started turning around for the Anglo-Saxons. It's a lot to what you see actually on Vikings if you watch that show. The last owners of the castle had a huge debt for throwing so many parties here, the Earl of Warwick, and they ended up selling the castle in the 70s. Price was 1.8 million pounds, which is nothing, for a medieval castle like this. But with that came tens of millions of pounds in debt. So who bought this castle was Madame Tussauds, the company Madame Tussauds, and they still own it today. The armory is original from the 16th century. Oh, even the horse. Wow, I've never seen antlers this big. Here at the castle, they also have some demonstrations and shows. Now we're going to see the trebuchet, which is the name of that weapon over there. That's a weapon from the 13th and 14th centuries. That's not original, it's a replica, but it's the biggest in the world. We're going to see a little bit of how war was back then.
Havoc! Let's slap the dogs of war! This is a weapon of the 13th century. This technology, perfected by the 13th century, will bleed into the 14th century and then be replaced with the cannon. However, we're about to send an 18-kilo rock some 200 meters from a standing start. It's going to hit 150 miles an hour before it hits the ground. It's truly quite impressive.
5, 4, 2, 3, 1. Loose!
It tends to stick on occasion. Let's give it a cheer as it goes.
Woo! Bowmen were among the highest paid professionals during the Middle Ages. They used to earn 6 pennies a day, 1 or 2 pennies more than other professionals, and this was a lot for that time. Here they have a show where they reenact the dungeon right here. It's like a live presentation, live performance, but the real dungeon was this tower over there. That was the jail, and the conditions you'd be held depended on how much money you had. If you had nothing, you'd go to the bottom of the bottom. You'd probably die, but before that, they'd throw sewage on you. If you had some money, they'd treat you as like a kidnapped person, and they'd ask money to your family. Families used to pay up to 3 million pounds in today's value. Today, it's a suite where you can stay for 550 pounds a night. Inside the main building, you can see the staterooms. There are free guided tours if you want, or you can just walk around. as you'd expect from Madame Tussauds. Here they also have wax figures, but these are representing history and what happened here in the castle. And they are here throughout the various rooms.
He became a major of the 4th Canadian Cavalry
Canadian
Regiment.
Gordon! Two Canadians in the same castle in England.
Yeah. He sustained injuries during the Battle of the Somme.
Daisy Greville is the most infamous Countess of Warwick in the castle's history.
In 1714, Queen Anne died in this bed right here. It was at Kensington Palace in London, but this was the bed. And they brought it here. This is what I can call a dining room. So many families, earls, lived here over the centuries, and all these figures represent them. A private chapel inside the castle. And this was for a popular medieval game called bear baiting, where dogs would fight a chained bear. From the highest parts of the castle, you can see the city of Warwick down there. During the Middle Ages, 65% of the people here died because of the Black Plague. Imagine you live in a city and all of a sudden half of the people are gone. Let's go to that tower now. I guess it's the highest point of the castle. Warwick is also famous for two other medieval institutions, St. Mary's Church, the tall building is the Tower of St. Mary's, and Warwick School. I can't see from here, actually I don't know where to look for, but this school is the oldest boys-only school in the entire United Kingdom. It's been here since before the castle. There's still someone alive who was born here in this castle. He moved to Australia and is a millionaire. Think the day is over? No, there's something very cool about this castle. You can actually sleep here. They have all these lodges here on the castle grounds. You can book a room. That's what we did. And we're not paying that much more compared to a normal hotel room. I think it was like £30 more. So, you know, it made sense. I guess it's like once in a lifetime. When will I have the chance to sleep on the castle grounds again? Look at Gordon already there. Each one has its own lodge here. So this is the main room. As soon as you get in, and there's a second room over here. 3 people can sleep here. There's also another bed you can bring. And right next to it, that's the bathroom. The shower is right here. And this is it. Castles are normally well known for being haunted, including this one. So if something strange happens here overnight, tomorrow I'll let you know. We're still gonna visit several other English cities, including London. So if you watched until here, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along. Just in case you're wondering, everything was fine overnight, no surprises.
I picked the wrong side, yeah. I know.
The walled city. From the castle we walked to the train station to get the train back to Birmingham. It is like a 15-minute walk and you go through downtown, you see a little bit of the city. It just made me want to stay here a little longer. Welcome to Warwick. Should be goodbye, Warwick. The train to Birmingham takes 38 minutes.
This train is for Birmingham Snow Hill.
Tomorrow we already go to Manchester.